to die, to sleep, to dream.
Sing Sing is an intimate drama about John Divine G. Whitfield, a man sent to jail for a crime he didn't commit. While in the maximum security prison, Divine G finds purpose in his life by acting in a theater group alongside other incarcerated men. Sing Sing is based on an actual program called RTA, which stands for Rehabilitation Through the Arts, and many of the cast members of the movie are former prisoners who were part of that program.
It adds in every single way to have men who have had this lived experience that have really done the work with RTA, and they know the meaning of it. So, and they don't take it lightly. I think it really colored the film in an extraordinary way. I think there was no way to do it without them. It would have been a very different movie if it was just like, a bunch of just, professional actors playing these dudes. I feel like you can't perform the way Clarence Macklin can perform. Not only did he lend him and give over himself, not only when it comes to crafts, but it's also the lived experience, but then to also craft that into performance. I think that's quite difficult, actually. He wasn't just showing up and being himself. He was crafting a performance of many experiences. And so I think that was necessary to bring a level. I think what we've achieved is a level of sort of cinema verite, where it's like, it feels like a documentary where you're like, I can't tell what's real and what's not. But that was conscious because it is real, yet we're giving you a narrative, but it's real.
It's been a program that was established to help people get more in touch with their feelings and truly get some rehabilitation.
I am Gladiator Goliath. I am Spartacus.
I'm Prince Hamlet of Denmark.
Listen, it was definitely a culmination of a lot of lived experiences, not only my own, but experiences that I've witnessed in my 17 years in prison. And behaviors that I've witnessed also, because mind you, I also have a bachelor's degree in behavioral science. So I definitely studied, I got that while I was in prison too. So I was observing a lot of behaviors, and a lot of those observations are what you see in that character that got blended together into a way that could be presented cinematographically and be accepted, and that the word could get out authentically.
What part do you play?
From time to time I do act, like we all do.
So are you acting at all during this interview?
To add even more authenticity, Sing Sing was filmed on location in a former prison.
It was actually filmed in two prisons, two defunct prisons that were closed because the population of prisoners are diminishing in this state.
Thank God. Right.
Yeah. So, however, one of the prisons, which was downstate correction facility, is a reception prison, and each one of us spend time in this particular prison. Actually, a scene that I was filming, I was right downstairs in a cell that was downstairs from a cell that I actually occupied when I was in that particular prison.
I think it would have been a different film if we were on sound stages. I think that one of our prisons was decommissioned just 2 weeks before we stepped into it. So you felt every ounce of what it felt like to be there. Whether it was the quality of the air, which was lacking, whether it was the lack of sunlight, whether it was the fact that you could never find your due north, because in the way the structure of a prison is that you can't find your way out, and what that does psychologically to human beings. So you really look at it and you really examine, the feeling of it, what it is, and even the thought of, hey, is rehabilitation possible in a place like this? And I have a big answer, which is it doesn't seem like it. But it does feel like you can have that when you have men like Clarence and those comrades and programs like RTA. You feel like that it's in the people that it's possible.
If you're up for a bit of hope in dark times, then Sing Sing is the movie for you, and it's out now.
That I murdered that Hamlet scene, bro. Shakespeare is in his grave right now. He rolled over.
You did your thing, beloved.